On YouTube and all the ISL fans out there, this is TyFighter23 here, and I am bringing you the Week 5 matchup of the ISL. We are going against the San Francisco 49tales, coached by Boo, who is a division rival of ours. And so this week we decided that we want to bring the two new mons that we got between Week 3 and Week 4 during the free agency pickup and then also the trade. So we brought the Crocodile and the Metagross. Let's go ahead and talk about the mons. We brought the Crocodile for it was Choice Scarfed, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Knockoff, and then Brick Break, just in case the Klefki, because I figured he was going to bring it to try to set up screens. I want to bring that just so I can break those screens if need be. Brought the Mega Charizard X, Dragon Dance, Flare Blitz, Outrage, and Roost. That's what it was. I brought the Outrage just the fact that he has only one real check to the Dragon typing Outrage, and that's his Klefki. But if I can get rid of the Klefki, I can just Outrage freely on everything and do a lot of damage. Then we brought an Assault Vest Metagross because I was fearing the Magna Zone coming and trying to trap me in and go for Hidden Power Fires. But so I brought the Assault Vest, brought max physical attack, max special defense, adamant. So I can't outspeed anything really, but I know that I can at least get eat up a hit on the special side. Brought Earthquake, Bullet Punch, Ice Punch, and I believe it was Rock Slide, just so I have things to deal with everything. And then I brought the Terrakion Life Orb. This is our Rock Slider. We need to get rocks up just due to that Dragonite. If we can break the Marble Scale, plenty of things that can do a lot of damage to it. So if we can break that Marble Scale, that'd be great. But we also brought the Stone Edge or Rock Slide, I cannot remember, Earthquake, and then I believe we brought a Ice-type move as well for the Dragonite. I cannot remember off the top of my head, though. Then we brought a Sub Calm Mind set for the Raikou, because I know there's plenty of mons that I can set up a Calm Mind with. Get behind the Sub on a switch in, or switch out, and then set up a couple of Calm Minds and do a lot of work on his team. And so I brought the Thunderbolt and Hidden Power Ice. There wasn't really anything else I really needed to bring. And then, oh, I know what the other move on. I brought this Earthquake, Stone Edge, Self-Tox, and then Close Combat for the Porygon 2. I forgot about that. And then the Suicune is a leftover set. Just I brought the Mirror Coat just in case I can live any hit from the Zapdos. It will be a 2-hit KO, but I know I can live it, and I can just Mirror Coat it out. I also brought the Scald, Scald, Ice Beam, and I believe it was some sort of Hidden Power. I cannot remember off the top of my head. I know it wasn't Toxic. It wasn't Air Slash. What was it? It might have been Air Slash? I don't remember. I brought some other move on it. It didn't really matter that much in this battle. But let's go ahead and get into it. So he let off with the Clucky. I was like, okay, cool. And I let off with the Charizard. I was like, he's probably gonna set up probably light screen and stuff like that, most likely. Oh no, I was figuring a T-Wave because in my week 4 matchup when I went against Bob, he T-Waved my Charizard and that pretty much crippled it and made me lose the match. So I switched out into Ludicrous. I did not want him to get a T-Wave off on me, so I got a free sub up. There wasn't much he could do to me. I know I outspeed, so I can get one Calm Line up. And then I know I should be able to live a hit from this thing. He just U-turns out, which I still live. I don't have to worry about the sub breaking at all after that point. So he switches into Porygon 2. I thought maybe I'll be able to do some damage to him, but I figured trying to get more Calm Mind set up would be nice. And then he Psych Ups. I did not realize that went through the sub. I was not prepared for that at all. So that happened. And he was able to break my sub, so I was like, okay, let me just try to get some more Thunderbolts off on it. He goes for Recover. I was like, this is just going to be a stall war right here. This is going to take forever. So I just continued to go for Thunderbolt, and he just went for Ice Beam. It was pretty much, he had reliable recovery. I did not on the Raikou, so this stall war was pretty much going to go on forever, and eventually he would win because he had to recover. I would need a crit or something, because I just went for a Thunderbolt, he went for Recover. It's just a stall war at this point. It's really all it is. it's taking forever to get through this. Like, we were literally just going back and forth. No hacks on that side. Like, I was hoping for a full, a paralyzation. That's really what I was hoping for, but that wasn't happening. And he just got to recover off. I think eventually I just switched out because I was like, this isn't going anywhere. But apparently I did not do that here. I just went for another Thunderbolt. He went for an Ice Beam. Just more just back and forth stall, back and forth stall. This went on for multiple turns. I feel like I should have switched out. Like, when he was going for recover or something, I could have came in and, like, close combated or something. And that's what I did here. I figured I did not eat up a Thunderbolt as well as I wanted. He went to the Klefki, went for close combat. It killed because it was neutral. So I was able to get rid of the Klefki, so I didn't have to worry about breaking any screens away, and I also didn't have to worry about outrages of being resisted or immune. So I was like, okay, so he's clearly choice banded because he switched out for going for an E-Speed, and that E-Speed took out my Tracheon. So I was like, all right, cool. I just went for an outrage. That was a critical hit on the Zapdos. I was like, that is awesome. A lot of great damage I can get off on it, and then I was able to get another outrage off on it and take out the Zapdos. I was like, okay, cool. His defensive wall is out. I don't have to worry about that. I can freely Earthquake things besides once I get rid of the Porygon 2. But I was like, I'm not staying in. I cannot risk it. I went into the went in there. I was like, okay, cool. I should be able to outspeed this thing. I forgot about the Ice Shard. That was my bad. I completely forgot about the Ice Shard. I know I would have outsped if it wasn't for the Ice Shard. So I just went into Dominate Toretto, the Metagross. I just freely Bullet Punch. Nothing really else to do there. I was fearing a Will-O-Wisp, so I switched out. So I knew that but he went for the Shadow Ball. Okay. I couldn't remember if he was close to get to Will-O-Wisp or not. So I just went into Letty. I figured he would switch out, so that's why I went for the Scald. But he stays in just Psychic, so I was like, okay, well, this sucks. This really sucks. So I just went for a Shadow Ball. I was able to do a lot of damage to it. At this point, though, he just recovers, and it's another stall war back and forth. Sort of sucks, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to live any hit from that. I wasn't going to be able to go for Miracle because I outsped. But I was able to get another Outrage off, and that's 3 kills for Charizard. So it's 2 kills for Charizard so far. Just went into Porygon 2. I was locked in that Outrage. I got confused. So I was like, darn it. Like, this sucks. And then this is where the hack started going downwards in my favor. I just kept on getting confused. I probably should have switched out, but I figured he was going to recover, so I didn't want to switch out. And I get hit by confusion again. So I was like, this sucks. So I was hoping not to hit confusion so I get a Roost up. And so, but he was able to recover, and so it was pretty much just, I had the worst luck, pretty much. I was able to get fully up to full HP, but then he was able to Ice Beam me. And so confusion finally ended. So I just went for an Outrage, did a lot of damage to it. I went for another Ice Beam. And so an Outrage was going to take him out here, so I was very happy about that. But what sucks is being locked in that Outrage, I couldn't switch out. And his Dragonite was able to come in and get a free E-Speed off and take me out. So if I was running like max defensive or something, I probably would have been able to take that thing out and live a hit from it. But it was choice banded. So he switches out, and I switched out into Raikou. I was like, I probably should have not done that. I probably should have gone for a safe Bullet Punch, but I didn't expect him to switch out. He went for a knockoff to get rid of my leftovers, and so I was able to take him out with do a lot of damage with a Thunderbolt, but he was able to take me out next turn. I can come in with the Metagross. Well, he took himself out with the Life Orb, so it was pretty much, I knew I lost at this point. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't get around the Dragonite. Being Twist Bandit, all he had to do was Earthquake, I'm dead. A crit didn't really matter. I wasn't fully defensive, so at that point it didn't really matter too much. But he was able to get his first win of the season. The Atlanta Braviaries are now 1-4 with a -11 differential. We are doing horrible this season. So maybe next season we'll do a little better. But with that, I'll see you all in the next video.